Federal government is targeting an increase in revenue to gross domestic product ratio of 8% of 2023 to 25% in 2026. Minister of Finance, Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, disclosed this at the unveiling of Nigeria's banking sector's report by Afrinvest West Africa in Lagos. Minister, who was represented by the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Ministry of Finance Incorporated, Mr. Armstrong Takang, noted that there have been forward sales transactions attracting international capital flows in advancing funding arrangements and executive orders to increase the domestic supply of foreign exchange and reform FX markets. Mr. Takang added that successful implementation of the reforms will raise the tax to GDP ratio from 10% to 18% by 2026.
Fiscal policy, a number of quick wins have already been announced in terms of moving us towards increasing our revenues, reducing unnecessary taxation and the tax burden on our citizens. Some of the key things, again, tax in terms of KPIs within the next few years, tax to GDP to increase it from 10% to 18% by 2026. And then revenue to GDP from 8% to 25% by 2026.
For the government, I believe that the key angle is for them to look at how can we increase government revenue, and they're already focusing on that. You can see there was a lot of work done in the Tax Reform Committee, and their report has already been handed to the President with a very committed and decisive approach to implementing that tax reform structure, which I understand we cannot streamline all the taxes we have in Nigeria.
We understand the things that are impacting the economy. It's the inflation, it's FX, and all of those things, will pan out eventually as those policies are executed, and hopefully, will be for the betterment of Nigeria and Nigerians.